Okay, now we're live sa aking YouTube channel. Ako lang i-post ang link sa Facebook page na to, ha. And by the way, please inform me kay nagawala ang live. So please inform me, ha, if nawala ang live o pinakalit kay I don't know what happened nga nagaingani siya sa kuha. Okay? So before we will start ang discussion, I am going to share with you this one. Ito. This is very important. Okay? So sa purpose ana. Ang purpose nito is that it will serve as your guide, especially if you will give an equation in which na ay mga ingani. If you are going to get the derivative of this one, this is the answer. If you are going to get the derivative nito, this is the answer. And if you are going to get the derivative of this one also, this is the answer, and so on and so forth. So please download the copy. Naka-PDF ni siya. Ayan. Please download ha kay para naamoy guide. Okay, again ha. Ang derivative ng x squared at saka y squared is ito. Ayan. Ano class? Ang implicit differentiation kasi, this is a derivative with respect to x. So if you are going to get the derivative of y, diba naman iha with respect to x siya ha? So if you are going to get the derivative of y, that means you need to add y prime. Or in other references or other books, dili y prime ang gamit. Kani mga y prime na diri, dili na y prime sa uban. Ang ginamit nila is dy over dx. They are just the same lang. Parehas na sila ang dy over dx or y prime. Mas comfortable lang jud ko, mas comfortable lang ko sa sa y prime kasi dali siya isulat compare sa dy over dx. Okay? Yan. So anyways, let's start with our first example. Wait, nabili din akong marker. Wala akong marker. Okay, so let's have our first example. Now, so our goal here is to find the equations. The equation of the tangent line and the equation of our normal line. Again, ang goal natin dito is to find the two equations, the equation of normal line and the equation of tangent line. So before we will find that two equations, we need to find the x, the y prime first. Again, before natin makikita or makukuha yung normal at saka tangent line, we need to get the y prime first. Okay? We are going to get the derivative of this one. Hahanapin muna natin yung derivative nito. So now, what is the derivative of x squared? The derivative of x squared is 2x. And what is the derivative of xy? What is the derivative of xy? Yung pinakita ko good kayo na PDF, doon ka magbe-base. Okay? The derivative of xy, using product rule, you have y plus xy prime. Okay? Makikita mo yan sa PDF, yung shortcut diretso. Ginawa ko yun siya kasi para din mo mas stress kung pangita sa derivative using product rule. So, I made that one para shortcut. So, the derivative of xy is y plus xy prime. And what is the derivative of 2? The derivative of 2 is 0. And the derivative ng 0 is 0. Now, nakoy na-mention sa video, sa YouTube ganit, nakoy na-mention dito, na you are going to arrange the terms, yung y prime na sa right side. Okay? Lahat ng terms na merong y prime, ilagay mo siya sa right side para yun tayo. Itong 2x at saka itong y, wala siyang y prime, So you need to transpose them. Itong xy prime, meron siyang y prime, that means as is lang siya sa yung place kasi naman siya sa right side daan. Okay? Nasa right side daan. So ito, nasa right side. So xy prime, transpose on the other side, minus 2x, then minus y. Again ha, lahat ng y prime, lahat ng terms na merong y prime, maiiwan sa right side. Okay, para uniform tayo. Then yung mga walang y prime, you are going to transpose them to the other side. Now, so our goal, di ba, is to find y prime. That is our first goal. Kasi in order for us, two equations, kailangan muna natin mahanap yung y prime natin. So in this case, okay, para y prime na lang yung maiwan, again, para y prime na lang yung maiwan, so divide both sides by x. So y prime, cancel, kasi di ba our goal to find y prime? So y prime na lang yung maiwan, yung y prime is equal to negative 2x minus y over x. And that's your answer. And this is now your y prime. Now, sa ako ang quiz, medyo labad akong quiz assign sa choices. Hindi naman siya labad ang question, labad ang choices. May mga cases doon na ito yung sagot, pero you cannot find this one sa choices. Okay? You cannot find this one sa choices. Ang ginawa ko is, simplify ko pa siya. Okay? Masimplify pa magumi siya. So the other way of this one is, yan. Ito at ito, they are just the same. Parehas lang yan siya. Okay? Parehas lang yan siya. So ang ginawa ko is ganito lang. Ang ginawa ko dito is that, you factor out yung negative 1, then 2x plus y over x. Ang ginawa ko dito, i-factor out ko lang yung negative 1 natin, the negative, then ito na yung lumabas, then the negative sign will be putted here. So yan yung ginawa ko. Kaya nga, ito yung lumabas. Pero kung kanya lang siya, okay lang, wala problema sa kuha. But you need to make it sure na makikita mo ito sa choices. Kasi I am fan of making, I am fan of shuffling the terms. Okay? Ginaiba-iba ko yung arrangement. Tama siya, but yung arrangement, nakarumble lang siya. Okay? So, possible siya nga tama. Tama yung siya. Tama yung sagot, pero gibungkag lang na ako ang arrangement. So, please be careful in choosing your answer. Okay, mana, lisod na. Okay, so this is now your y prime. Nakuha na natin yung y prime. So once makuha mo na yung y prime, you need to proceed to find the slope. Again, after finding or getting the y prime, you need to find the slope. So in order for us to find the slope, we need to use the y prime. The y prime is the first step talaga. Si y prime yung pinakauna natin kukunin para makuha yung slope. Both. Kung parehas ba sila nasa choices, you need to choose yung both. Oo. Both siya. Parehas naman. Okay, let's find the slope given at this point. The point is 2, negative 1. Okay, this is a point. So by using the y prime, okay, by using this y prime, substitute the value of your x and y. This is x and y. So negative 2 times 2 minus negative 1 over 2. So y prime is equal to negative 4 plus 1 over 2. Y prime is 3 halves. This 3 halves is your slope. Then, this 3 halves is your slope. So, ganyan ang pagkuha ng slope natin. We need to use kung ano yung y prime natin. Again ha, para makuha ang slope, ano gani? You need to use the y prime, then substitute the corresponding value of your x and y coordinate. There is a point. Negative 3 halves. Thank you. Negative 3 halves. Nalibat ko. Thank you. It's negative 3 halves kasi negative 4 plus 1. Okay, negative 4 plus 1. So it's negative 3 halves. Okay, ha? Ganyan ang pagkuha sa slope. Substitute the value of your point, the x and y coordinates sa ating y prime, and you will get the slope. Okay, so next, we already have our y prime and our slope. Nakuha na yung y prime at saka slope natin. So this time, we are going to find now the equations of our tangent at saka normal line. Yung tangent at saka normal line, masasolve na natin. So now, kung ano yung nakuha mo na slope dito, that is the slope of your tangent line. And kung ano yung nakuha mo na slope dito, that is the slope of your tangent line. Then, the given point. Yan. Again, okay, let's repeat it. Kung ano yung nakuha na slope mo dito, that is the slope of your tangent line. Then, given the point. Okay. How about the normal line? The normal line, your slope is 2/3. Okay? Bakit 2/3 yung slope natin sa normal line? So we use the negative reciprocal of the slope of your tangent line. Again, the slope is -3 halves. That is the slope of your tangent line. In order for you to find the slope of your normal line, you need to get the negative reciprocal of this one. Okay? You need to get the negative reciprocal. When we say negative reciprocal, what is the reciprocal of 3 halves? It's 2/3. Yan, negative reciprocal, kabaliktaran sa sign niya. This is negative already. So negative times negative is positive. That is why positive 2/3. Or, ingano na lang ang clue. Kung negative ang tangent line, positive ang normal line. Kung positive ang tangent line, negative ang slope sa normal line. Pero baliktad sila. Again negative ang tangent line, positive ang normal line. Positive ang tangent line, negative ang normal line. Pero baliktad din sila. 3 halves then 2/3. Ganon. So, relationship nilang duha. Okay. The relationship of tangent line at saka the normal line, okay? If this is the tangent line and this is the normal line, so yan, they will intersect. Okay? They will intersect at what point? Mag-intersect sila sa point kung saan sila common point. The point is 2, -1. Kung na example, the point is 2, -1. They will meet each other at 2, -1. And they will form a perpendicular line. Okay? Your tangent at saka the normal line, they will form a perpendicular line and they will intersect at this point. And thus, when we see perpendicular line, the equation, the slope of the when we see perpendicular line, class, di ba, it will form right angle. And class, the product of their slope, like the product of the equation, the product of the slope of your tangent line at saka the normal line is equal to -1. Again the product of the slope of your tangent at saka the normal line is equal to -1. That is the concept also of perpendicular line. The product of the slope of each line, okay? The answer is -1. If parehas sila lang slope, that's parallel. So that's parallel of parehas sila slope. Okay? So now, this is the slope and this is the point. Okay? This is the slope and this is a point. So makuha na nato ang equation. Okay? Makukuha na natin yung equation natin by using this form. Yan. By using point slope form, we can now find our tangent line at saka normal line. And what is that point slope form? We have y minus y sub 1 m times x minus x sub 1. Ila-ila mo ani ha? This is what we call point slope form. Okay? Point slope form. So, ganun ka na yung gigamit. Malamang, the given is point, the given is slope. Kaya nga, point slope form ang gagamitin para makuha yung equation. Okay ha? Ganun ha? Pag ang given ganun point o ang isa kay slope, ang given, you can use point slope form for you to find the equation of your line. So in this case, we are going to use the point slope form. So this is x sub 1, this is y sub 1. So y minus, our y sub 1 is negative 1. Our slope is negative 3 halves. Our x sub 1 is 2. Then y plus 1, distribute this one, distribute, negative 3 halves x and positive 3. After that, combine like terms, minus 1, so y is equal to negative 3 halves x plus 2. Okay? And that is your answer. Okay? Ito na yung sagot mo. Ang tawag sa form na ito is naka-slope intercept form. Again, ang tawag sa form na yan is naka-slope intercept form. Ito. Naka-slope intercept form ito. Itong mukhang equation na ito. That's what we call slope intercept form. So ito na yung sagot, sir. Yeah, ito na yung equation ng iyong tangent line. Again, this is now the equation of your tangent line. So karon, I have a question. What if wala na sa choices? Pero merong naka-general form. Again, wala itong, tama itong sagot na to, pero you cannot find this one sa choices sa quiz ko. Kasi ang choices sa quiz ni Sir Kelly, naka-general form kanan. So saan man na siya, sir? Kung kaning naka-slope intercept form, then ang imong choices naka-general form. So this time, I am going to teach you how to transform yung naka-slope intercept form to the general form of a linear equation. Okay? Transforming slope intercept form to general form of a linear equation. Pwede guys, sir? Yes, pwede. The general form of a linear equation, we have this is the general form. And this is the standard form. Okay, general form, standard form. Now, you need to make it sure also that the constants of the general form of a linear equation are whole numbers. Again, class, nado na siya sa rule class na basta general form, whole numbers should always ang constant. Ha? Basta general form, naka-whole numbers should ang constant always. Now, another thing, in linear equation, ang sign dire sa imong x kay positive. Okay? Ang sign sa constant sa imong x kay positive. Dapat positive siya. Again ha, ang constant are whole numbers at saka positive yung x mo dito for general form of a linear equation. So this one, ito, we are going to transform this one into general form. Naka-slope intercept form man siya. So we are going to transform that one into general form. So in a form of y is equal to negative 3 halves x plus 2, negative ang 3 halves x. Negative ang x. Sinabi ko kanina, dapat positive yung x. Tama? Diba? May binanggit ako kanina na dapat positive yung x. Negative yung x natin dito. So we are going to transpose this negative 3 halves x to the other side para maging positive siya. I-transpose natin siya para maging positive para makuha natin yung general form natin. So you have 3 halves x transpose. Itong y, hindi natin i-transpose yung y. As is lang yung y, kaya nga plus y, then minus 2 is equal to 0. The plus 2 also dito, ang plus 2 din dito, you are going to transpose that one to the other side. Isabay mo siya sa x mo. Isabay mo siya sa x mo pag-transpose. Again, bakit nga tayo nag-transpose? Negative kasi yung x, negative. Pero pag positive yung x, na mag-transpose. Okay? Ayaw na ibalik si x pag positive siya. Again ha, huwag mo na ilipat yung x mo pag positive na siya. Ito, gitranspose lang natin because negative siya. So ito na yung mukha. Ito na yung mukha mo. But this is not the final answer. Bakit hindi pa siya final answer? Yung sinabi ko kanina, the constants of your x and y, particularly you see, you need to make it sure na whole number siya. 3 halves is not a whole number. Okay? 3 halves is not a whole number. Di na siya whole number. So we need to find ways to make it whole number. Maghanap tayo ng paraan para ma-whole number yan siya. And by that, as you can see, dito, the common denominator is 2. The common denominator is 2, so you need to multiply both sides by 2. Okay? The common denominator, para ma-eliminate yung denominator sa baba, okay, para ma-eliminate itong 2, you need to multiply both sides by 2, then distribute, and that's 3x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. Yan. And this is now, okay? And this is now the general form. From this to this, from slope-intercept form to general form. Parehas lang yan sila ha. Again, parehas lang silang dalawa. Ito naka-slope-intercept form. Ito naka-general form. Okay? So pag wala ito choices, find ways kayo na what if naka-general ang answer. So gi-introduce ko itong naka-general form kasi may mga choices sa quizzes ko na naka-general form siya. Okay? Di ba sa video ko sa YouTube, wala. Hanggang dito lang kayo. Hanggang dito lang kayo. So, I need to discuss that one para di mo ma-shock. Para di mo ma-shock ba? Okay? So, let's continue. And for the normal line, kung ano yung process na ginawa natin dito, kung ano yung process na ginawa natin dito, same process lang din para makuha ang normal line. The same process. So given the slope at saka a point, we are going to use the point slope form. Okay? This is the point slope form. We are going to use this one. Substitute x sub 1, y sub 1. So y minus negative 1. Our slope is 2/3 x minus 2. So y plus 1 distribute 2/3 x minus 4/3. So combine like terms, 2/3 x minus 4/3 minus 1. So you have y is equal to 2/3 x minus 7/3. Okay? Ito na yung sagot. Pero yung sagot natin dito, yung sagot, naka-slope intercept form siya. Again, yung sagot natin dito, naka-slope intercept form siya. So this time, same din dito, we are going to transform this one into general form. Okay? Ito-transform natin siya ito into general form. So as you can see dito, positive ang x. Diba? Unlike dito, negative ang x. Negative ang x dito, so gitranspose natin siya to the other side. Dito, dili negative ang x. Positive ang atong x dire. So ang gagawin natin dito, as is lang siya, itong y yung ilipat natin. Okay? Positive yung x dito, so si y lang yung ilipat. Si y lang yung i-transpose. Kaya nga, minus y minus 7/3 is equal to 0. Okay? Ito silang na part dito, yan sila, wala ko siya gitranspose kasi positive naman ang x. Ang gitranspose ko lang ay si y. That will turn it into negative y. Then multiply both sides by 3 kasi fraction ang ano ha? Fraction ang constant. And again, bawal magkaroon ng fraction or should I say dapat whole numbers ang constant pag general form. Okay? Whole numbers ang constant pag general form. The fraction man ito, that means you need to find ways. And by looking at the denominators, the common denominator is 3. Okay? The common denominator denominator is 3, so you are going to multiply both sides by 3, and you will have an answer of 2x minus, sorry, 3x, sorry. That's 2x minus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0. And this is now the general form. So from this to this, okay, again, they are just the same. Ito naka-general form, ito naka-slope intercept form. Okay? So I want to copy this one, kapihan sa ni, before we will proceed to our last exam. If you have question, just chat lang. Okay? So ako na siyang i-erase. Kindly, take a picture. Asa kaya ang 8 ka estudyante na kung anong wala sila ni sulod? 30 ra mo kabuk na diri oh. I-inform lang siguro tong mga, I think, Bray, na kasi absent. Kaya i-separate na ko sila grupo niya.
Sige po, sir.
Okay, so let's start with our second example. This will be our last example, by the way. And then after this one, I am going to present to you your groupings. So separate na ko ang mga absent ha. Okay, let's have our second example. So dito, we are going to find the two equations of normal line and tangent line. So but before we will find those equations, ano yung first step? We need to find the y prime first. The step 1 is to find the y prime. So how are we going to find that y prime? So we are going to use this equation. Okay, so gamitin natin itong equation na to find the y prime. So let's start. What is the derivative of x squared? What is the derivative of x squared? The answer is 2x. plus what is the derivative of 2y squared? Okay? What is the derivative of 2y squared? The answer is 4y. But you need to put y prime. Okay? Class, every time you are going to get the derivative of a term na merong y, again ha, every time na kunin mo yung derivative ng term na merong y, you need to put y prime always. Okay? Or in other references, they put dy over dx. Okay? dy over dx. Okay? So gaya nito, 2y squared. So y man siya. So if you are going to get the derivative of that one, the answer is 4y. But since y man siya, and kasi with respect to x kasi siya, kaya nga dapat lagyan natin siya ng y prime. Ito, 9x. Dili man siya y, di ba? Dili y. So the derivative of 9x is 9. 4y. What is the derivative of 4y? The answer is 4. Pero y man siya, okay? Y man siya, so we need to put y prime. Okay? We need to put y. Yan. Again ha, derivative ng x squared, 2x. Derivative ng 2y squared is 4y, y prime. Y man siya, so lagyan ng y prime. Derivative ng 9x is 9. Derivative ng 4y is 4. Pero y man siya, lagyan ng y prime. And next thing, yung sinabi ko, yung binanggit ko sa video, lahat ng terms na merong y primes ilagay sa right side. Then, lahat ng terms na merong y prime ilagay sa right side. Ito, walang y prime, so transpose to the other side. Ito, merong y prime, so as is. Ito, negative 9, transpose to the other side. Ito, 4y. So, 4y prime rather. So, meron na siyang y prime, transpose to the other side, it will turn 4y prime. So, 2x, negative 2x plus 9. So, yan, negative 2x plus 9. So, ito, dilipat natin to combine like terms, and lahat ng y prime dapat nasa right side. Then, negative 2x plus 9. The next, after this one, mayroon kang gagawin. Kasi, di ba, our goal is to find the y prime. Itong term na to merong y prime, itong term na to merong y prime. So, ano yung gagawin natin? We are going to factor out. Each term, it consists of y prime. So, ilabas natin yung y prime ng each term. Ito, merong y prime. So, ilabas natin yung y prime niya. So, magiging 4y na lang. Okay? Hanggang y prime sa 4y na lang. Ito yung y prime sa negative 4y prime, factor out yung y prime, ang maiwan 4 na lang. Then, we need to divide both sides by 4y minus 4. Divide both sides by 4y minus 4. And you will have your y prime, which is equal to negative 2x plus 9 over 4y. Okay? And this is now your y prime. Ito na yung y prime mo. And then, since nakuha naman yung y prime, ano yung nilanggit ko kanina? Mas makuha na yung y prime, solve for the slope. Okay? Solve for the slope. Given at this point, negative 1 and 2. So by using the y prime, okay, by using the y prime, we can find our slope. So y prime is equal to negative 2x plus 9 over 4y minus 4. This is x, it is y, para makuha yung slope. Substitute, negative 2 times negative 1 plus 9 over 4 times 2 minus 4. So y prime is 2 plus 9 over 8 minus 4. So y prime is 11 over 4. The value of our y prime is 11 over 4, and the slope is 11 over 4 also. Okay? That is our slope. So, again ha, kunin mo na yung y prime mo. Then pagkatapos, to find the slope, substitute the value of your point, the x and y, to our y prime para makuha yung slope. Okay. So let's proceed to the tangent line. Ang sinabi ko kanina, kung ano yung slope mo dito, that is the slope of your tangent line. Again, kung ano yung slope mo dito, that is the slope of your tangent line. So M natin dito is 11/4. At what point? -1, 2. How about the normal line? How about the normal line? Yes, Tantoy. Ella Tantoy.
Sir,
What is the slope of our normal line?
-4/11.
Paano mo nakuha?
I-reciprocate, sir.
Reciprocate lang ba?
Ay yung ibaliktad din mo, sir, tapos i-change parang sign.
Okay, there should be a proper term. There should be a proper term for that one. 2 words. It's what? Negative reciprocal.
Negative reciprocal.
Okay, so please take note that's negative reciprocal and you are correct. Okay, you are correct that the slope is -4/11. So tama si Tantoy. Sabi ni Ella, the slope of your normal line is -4/11. Ano na yung basis natin? You are going to get the negative reciprocal sa slope sa ating tangent line. This is the slope of our tangent line, and para makuha ang normal line, get the negative reciprocal. So positive siya, so negative, then baliktad. That's negative reciprocal. Then at what point? -1, 2. Okay. Next. Yes, Daniela Escabarte. Daniela?
Sir,
Okay, I have a question. Since meron na tayong slope at saka yung point natin, so paano natin makukuha yung tangent line natin? Anong yung gagamitin natin na form?
slope-intercept form, sir.
The slope-intercept form? Ba ang ating gagamitin?
Mali, point-slope form.
Okay, very good. It's the point-slope form. Yung slope-intercept form, yan na yung sagot. Okay? Pero yung point-slope form, yan yung way natin para makuha yung slope-intercept form na yan. Okay? So, thank you, Daniela. Yes, Dango, Vince.
Yes, sir.
Kindly state the point-slope form. Can you state the point-slope form?
Y minus y sub 1 equals to slope, open close parenthesis, x minus x sub 1.
Very good. Thank you so much, Vince. This is the point-slope form. So, ito yung way natin para makuha yung equations ng tangent at saka normal line. Okay? And after this one, we are going to substitute. So y minus our y sub 1, x sub 1, y sub 1, y sub 1 is 2. Our slope is 11/4. X minus -1. It should be x minus -1. Kasi -1 man eh. So next, y is minus 2, 11/4, x plus 1. Then, distribute y minus 2, 11/4x plus 11/4, and you are going to combine like terms after. Combine like terms. Yan. Then you will have 11/4x. What's the answer of this one? Yes, Utlang. Benz, what's the answer? 11/4 plus 2. What's the answer? Utlang. Tulog si Benz. Oh my God. Okay. What's the answer, by the way? Kasi makatag. 11/4 plus 2.
19/4, sir.
Okay, thank you. It's 19/4. And this is your answer. Okay? Ito yung sagot mo in a form of, ano yung SIF? In a form of slope-intercept form. Again, ito yung sagot na naka-slope-intercept form. Now, we are going to transform this one into general form. Okay? I-transform rather, into general form. Kasi malay mo lang malay mo, Wala ito sa choices. Pero yung sagot niya is naka-general form. Okay? At least na-review ko, gi-review ko yung from slope-intercept form to general form. Kasi if wala na ko siya na-discuss, then I answer na general form, feel na ko, masyak mo, asa gikuha. Kaya nga ay kailangan ko siya i-review ulit. So let's transform this one into a general form. Now, positive ang x, right? Positive yung x natin. So since positive man siya, sino yung ilipat natin? Ang ating ilipat si y na lang. Kasi positive naman ang x. So pag positive na gani ang x, ay siya yun. So 11 over 4x minus y plus 19 over. Okay? 11 over 4x minus y plus 19 over 4. Now, yes, Aliana, uy. Aliana? Uy? Uy. Oo. Yes. Yes, Sarabia Angel. Sarabia? So, asan yung mga tao na dire na nakatulog? Ha? Ikaw na lang, Chidora. 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 Wala ko si Chidora. Okay. Wala po si Chidora na. Asa na yung utang sa Ginoo? Ang uban. Yes, Makalino. Makalino. Yes, Makalino. O, tayo na si Makalino. Wala kayong mic, Makalino. Okay, maingay daw. Okay, may baby. Okay lang. Sige. Yes, Otlang. You're raising your hand. Benz, you're raising your hand.
Sir.
Yes.
Ito, sir.
Come on. Okay. Gusto ko mo answer?
Hala, hinem ako na kong net, sir. Sa ito,
Okay.
sir. Try na ako mag-answer na lang.
Sige, this one. Okay. Nakipangutan na. Yes, Otlang. You're raising your hand. Wait, pwede yung live. Sige, nganong dili pa ni final answer?
I-kuan siya, sir. I-multiply both sides, sir.
Okay, nganong i-multiply both sides man nato siya? What's the reason?
Kay dapat dili fraction, dapat whole number.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, yun lang. So, dili pa rin siya final answer. So, sinabi ni Benz, dapat whole numbers. Whole numbers, gana, dapat whole numbers sila lahat. As you can see, fraction siya. So, we need to find ways para maging whole number siya. Ang sabi ni Benz, multiply both sides by 4. So, distribute, that's 11x minus 4y plus 19 is equal to 0. Okay? This is now your answer. So, kailangan whole number din siya. Okay? So, yan. This is now the general form of this slope-intercept form. And for our normal line, same process lang. Again, same process lang. Normal line. You have y minus y sub 1 and x minus x sub 1. So y minus 2, our slope is negative 4 over 11, then x minus negative 1. So y minus 2 is equal to negative 4 over 11. Then distribute. Then, combine like terms. And you will have the answer of okay. Ito na yung sagot. Yan yung sagot na naka-slope intercept form. Okay? Ito na yung sagot mo na naka-slope intercept form. So this time, let's transform this one into general equation. So y so negative ang x plus negative yung x natin. So since negative yung x natin plus, to transpose to the other side, it will turn positive. And times both sides by 11. And this is now your answer. Okay? This is now the general form. Okay? The general form of this one. So kindly copy muna before we will proceed to my groupings. Okay, so this time I am going to present to you the groupings. Kasi wala, ay, okay. So, naay-do kabuk wala dire. So, insert na lang sila sa yung grupo na lang. For group 1 and group 2, okay, please take note of your groups. Group 1 and group 2. Yan. Kindly take note sa inyong grupo. Next. Group 3 and group 4. Okay. Take of the groups. By the way, group 1 to group 5, I think, yeah, group 1 to group 5 kayo, tag-5 ka members. Again, group 1 to group 5, tag-5 ka members. Next, group 5 and group 6. Group 5 and group 6. Group 7, 8, and 9. Okay, for group 7, group 8, and group 9. Wait lang ha, nalapas. Group 7, group 8, and group 9. Okay, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So each group will be given one problem only. Again, each group will be given one problem only. Isang problem lang yung sa each group. So wait lang ha, I am going to present you the problem. Okay, this is the problem. Class, by the way, you need to make it sure na tama inyong y prime. Again, you need to make it sure na tama ang pag-solve sa inyong y prime. Kaya pag mamali ganin mo sa y prime, God bless. Mamali na mo tanan. Yes. Pag mamali mo sa y prime, God bless, mamali na mo tanan. And sorry for that. This is a group PT. Okay? Group PT ni siya. So group score. Okay. The rubrics we have here, okay? The rubric, the content worth 35 points, delivery of the presentation 20 points, preparedness and participation 10 points, comprehension 20 points, and the teamwork and timeliness is 15 points, a total of 100 points. So this PT worth 100 points. Again, this PT worth 100 points.
Sir, excuse me po, sir. Sir,
Yes?
i-write po talaga siya, sir, or pwede siya i-encode, sir?
I know. Na ako'y buhaton, ano lang, mag-announce sa diot niya. After Ani.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is a group PT. So this is a presentation. Dili ni siya nga sa word lang ibutang. So class, ang buhaton ninyo ane, okay? Solutions, ay kailangan ang mga solutions sa PowerPoint. Yan, naka-PowerPoint mo mag-present. It's a pre-recorded presentation. Kung gusto mag-live, it's okay. Pero kung gusto pre-recorded, wala problema. Again ha, this is a pre-recorded presentation. Kumbaga, pamurag yung defense god. Okay? So, each member, kayo lahat dapat makikita doon na nag-present. Okay? Kamu na bahala ang mag-distribute sa task kung sino yung kukuha sa y prime, sino yung kukuha sa slope, sino yung kukuha sa equations ng tangent at saka normal line at saka tangent na naka-general equation. Again, dapat naka-general equation siya. So kayo na bahala mag-distribute sa workload. Ang gusto lang nako is makita na nag-present yun sa pagkuha ni siya. Gusto nako siya makita na nag-solve or gi-explain niya kung giyon sa pagkuha ang slope, giyon sa pagkuha ang y prime, ganon. So this is a pre-recorded presentation. So, dili ni siya sa word lang ay butang. This is a pre-recorded presentation. Naka siya Microsoft PowerPoint ang solution ani. Okay? Am I clear ba? Mura siya defense. Kung naka-defense na mo, ingato. Okay? Ingato ang style kung naka-defense mo. The time limit is 8 minutes. The time limit is 8 minutes. Okay? 8 minutes ha? Pag malapas na ng 8 minutes, automatically -1. -1 per minute pag malapas. Again, -1 per minute pag malapas. And aside from having a group score, naamoy group score ani, which is the PT, naapoy individual score. So, maminaw man ko sa yung presentation ani at the time sa pre-recorded, okay? I am going to assess each one of you individually. I have my own rubric. Ibutang nako ang score dito sa quiz. Walay minimum of minutes. Yeah, walay minimum. Basta the maximum of 8 minutes. Okay? At most 8 minutes. Yes, pwede mag-Taglish. Wala problema sa kwa. Okay, wala problema. Ayaw mo pag-Korean. Kaya ko kasabot. Okay? Kasi mag-biyani mo dito. Oh, sorry. Okay? Ayaw mo pag okay lang Tagalog, English. Ayaw mo pag Inilonggo. Kaya dili ko kagets sa Inilonggo. Ano lang, Tagalog, Bisaya, English. Ayaw po nung pag-conyo ha. Basta na mag-conyo doon. Oo. Huwag kayo mag-conyo ha. Kayo na bahala. Basta that is a pre-recorded video. Okay? Okay? Kayo na bahala magawa ng video ninyo basta as long as pre-recorded siya. Sir, kano sa i-present? Okay, kano sa siya i-present? Walay deadline ni. Wala ni siya deadline. I-present ninyo ni siya sa ako next week Tuesday. Okay? I-present sa ako next week Tuesday. Sir, asynchronous man. I understand na asynchronous siya. So, last time, nag-async man ko, din nag-sync ko karon. So, akong giutang na async last time, ako siyang i-sync next meeting. Yes, sa time nako, alas 3. Sa time nako, alas 3. Okay? Alas 3 i-present. Kaya kamo ang mag-play, ako ang mag-assess. Okay? Kamo ang mag-play. Kung gusto mo matulog that time, wala problema. Pero pag pangutan-on ta mo, prepared lang. Okay ha? Pag pangutan-on ta mo, pwede mo anak, wala mo ilaing buhaton anak. Like mamino lang siguro. Kung di mo mamino, matulog. Basta nakoy pangutan at the time. Wala minimum time. So nothing to worry. So karon walay practice test after ani ha. Again, walang practice test after ani because nag-practice test sa last time, ako na siyang giusa for items kay to. Quiz. Okay. With regards to your quiz, tomorrow is your quiz. Ang deadline Saturday. Okay? Ang quiz ugma alas 11 magsugod. Ang deadline Saturday 11:59 in the evening. Okay? Sad to say it's time bounded. Okay? Ang quiz ugma time bounded, good for 4 hours. Again, the quiz is time bounded, good for 4 hours. Yes. Number of items, 40 items. 40 items, good for 4 hours. Yeah, 11:59 gihapon sa Sabado, sa gabi. Okay? Is there any question, concern, clarification? Okay, wala na question. Basta mag-quiz ugma. Then, ang presentation next week Tuesday. Okay? Then, pagka next week Thursday, it's async. Ayaw mo kabala ka. Next week Thursday, async. Tapos mag-async tapos ko for our Bali, our last meeting, our next meeting, aside from mag-meet na karong next week Tuesday, after ang akong last meeting sa inyo will be this May 13. Yeah. May 13 na ta mag-meet after sa reporting. Kasi May asynchronous man ang next week nga May 6, pagka May 11 at saka May 13, May 11 i-async na ako, May 13 sync. Mag-async ko sa May 11 kay kabalo ko dugay ko mataan ang time. Naka-appointment mo pagka May 10.